May 6, 2025, South Asia was jolted by a significant escalation in the long-standing tensions between India and Pakistan. In a move that surprised many international observers, India launched missile strikes into Pakistani territory, including areas of Azad Jammu and Kashmir. The operation, codenamed Operation Sindoor, was described by Indian officials as a targeted response to a deadly militant attack in Pahalgam, Indian-administered Kashmir, which had occurred weeks earlier and resulted in the deaths of 26 civilians, primarily Hindu tourists. According to India's Ministry of Defence, the strikes targeted 9 sites identified as terrorist infrastructure and were intended to be precise and non-escalatory. The Indian government emphasized that no Pakistani military facilities were targeted, aiming to convey a message of restraint while addressing security concerns. However, the reality on the ground painted a more complex picture. Multiple explosions were reported in Muzaffarabad, the capital of Pakistani-administered Kashmir, leading to power outages and widespread fear among residents. Eyewitnesses described the blasts as loud and unsettling, disrupting the relative calm of the region. Pakistan's response was swift and unequivocal. The government condemned the attacks as a blatant violation of its sovereignty and a breach of international law. The Prime Minister convened an emergency meeting of the National Security Council, while the Army Chief chaired a high-level military session to assess the situation and determine an appropriate response. In a national address, the Prime Minister stated, "We desire peace, but will not hesitate to respond in full force if our sovereignty is challenged." The Foreign Office declared that all military and diplomatic options remained open, signaling that Pakistan was preparing for a range of responses, including possible retaliation. This incident reignited fears of a large-scale conflict between two nuclear-armed neighbors, drawing international attention and concern. The roots of this escalation can be traced back to the April 22 attack in Pahalgam, where a gunman disguised in army fatigues opened fire on a group of tourists, killing 26 and injuring 17 others. The attack was one of the deadliest in the region in recent years and was widely condemned. India accused Pakistan-based militant groups of orchestrating the attack, an allegation that Pakistan denied. In the aftermath of the Pahalgam attack, India took several diplomatic and economic measures against Pakistan, including expelling diplomats, suspending the Indus Waters Treaty, and cancelling visas for Pakistani nationals. These actions further strained the already fragile relationship between the two countries. The international community responded with calls for restraint and dialogue. The United Nations, along with countries like China and Turkey, urged both sides to de-escalate tensions and return to the negotiating table. Iran's top diplomat visited Pakistan to mediate and ease the escalating situation. Despite these efforts, the situation remained volatile. Pakistan conducted missile tests, and India initiated civil defense drills across several states, preparing for potential air attacks. These developments underscored the seriousness of the crisis and the potential for further escalation. The economic impact of the tensions was also significant. Tourism in Kashmir, a vital sector for both India and Pakistan, suffered a severe blow. Hotels and houseboats in Indian-administered Kashmir offered steep discounts as bookings plummeted, while popular destinations in Pakistani-administered Kashmir, like Neelam Valley, were closed. Local businesses faced substantial financial losses, and workers expressed a strong desire for peace to restore economic stability. As the world watched closely, the situation between India and Pakistan remained precarious. The missile strikes marked a significant shift in India's approach to addressing security threats, demonstrating a willingness to take bold military action. However, the risk of miscalculation and unintended consequences loomed large, emphasizing the need for careful diplomacy and open communication channels. In conclusion, the events of May 6, 2025, represented a critical juncture in India-Pakistan relations. While India sought to address security concerns through targeted military action, the broader implications of such a move highlighted the delicate balance required to maintain peace in a region fraught with historical tensions. The international community's role in facilitating dialogue and de-escalation remained crucial to preventing further conflict and ensuring stability in South Asia.